I am back here today with another quarterly favorites. If you don't know what these are, I am doing 4 favorites videos this year. So I did one in March, I'm doing one now in June, and then I'll have one in September, and then I'll have my 2017 beauty favorites. The reason I'm doing this is because last year I did a favorites video every single month, and I felt like I repeated a lot of products. And so this way, every few months I'll get together, do a favorites video, and then it'll kind of be like I've been using those products for a while or whatever, and I've really genuinely have been loving them. And then I'll have like new products, so it won't be like the same products over and over. So yeah, I've also thought maybe I'll just do more of a recent favorites next year. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do this. I don't think I'll do it again next year, but yeah, let's just hop right in and get started. First product that I'm going to mention, I'm going to change it up. I'm going to mention a brush. So I haven't had this brush for very long. Yes, it is dirty. I'm sorry. It shows you that I use it. This is by e.l.f. and it's like, I don't know what it is. It's labeled 101. So it's an e.l.f. brush. It's the number 101. I think it's just a large powder brush. I love this brush so much. It's so soft and it is so nice for bronzing, as you can tell. It's called a powder brush, but I love it for just bronzing up the face because my biggest brush I had that I liked to use for bronzing was this brush. Can you tell the difference? This is more of like a, kind of if you want like a specific denser brush for bronzing, it could be more in like the hollows of the cheek. But if you want like one that just an overall bronze, I didn't have a huge brush like this, so this is nice to just kind of bronze your whole face. You're not just getting like little areas, so you could just kind of warm up the whole face. That's why I really like this. So this is definitely a brush that is a favorite, and I haven't even had that long, but I really love it. So with that brush, this bronzer, I cannot believe it wasn't mentioned in my other favorites. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I have been addicted to this. I'm like addicted. I have it on today. I also have on a different bronzer I'm going to mention. This thing smells heavenly. This is my favorite bronzer. Oh my gosh. I'm like really, like I have dipped down in there. I have the shade Light Bronzer. When I bought this like a year ago, I didn't know that there were 2 different shades. Or maybe I did, but there was only 1 shade available. I do want to get regular bronzer because this is kind of light for me now. This is a good shade for like the winter for me. But I really like this. I think it's a nice natural bronzer. I've never thought I would love a bronzer so much. This is my favorite, not only drugstore, but high-end too, just all-time favorite. I have the Benefit Hoola. I have the Too Faced Chocolate Bar, or Chocolate Soleil. I have a bunch of different bronzers. This one's just my favorite. It's just so natural and nice. I really like it. And I've even dropped it so it doesn't click now anymore. It's gotten its fair share of love. The other bronzer is the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. The reason why I like this bronzer is because, well, here, let me show you a swatch comparison. The bottom is the Physicians Formula and the top is the Essence. So really the main difference is the Essence is a little more warm tone and the Physicians is a little more cool tone. They're both pretty light. I like this for days, not necessarily as natural maybe. In the summer more I like this because, I mean, it's still pretty light, but I like it because it is warmer a little bit. This one's a little more good if I'm not tan. If I'm more tan, I like this one. It's a little bit orangier, so if you're not into orange bronzers, you won't like this. I do have it on today. I did have this on, but I put this on top. Like if you have a more yellow undertone skin, you would like it a lot better if you had a more pink undertone skin. I just like this better if I'm tanner. I'm still, right now, I think I'm kind of on the edge. I probably would go for the Physicians Formula one better, but I do think that this is not a bad product. And yeah, it's for the lighter skin. There is one that's a darker skin one, I believe, as well. But I think this one just works well if your skin is a little more yellow toned or a little tanner. I'm going to just mention really quickly, because I've been talking about this product in so many videos. This is the Pixie and Aspen Overt Highlighter in London Luster. I love this stuff. Have it on top today, a bunch of highlighters I actually have on, but I have this one on top. It is just so intense and pretty. I just love it so much. And I use so much of it and it doesn't even like, hasn't even made a dent, so I love this. And then 2 foundations, I've been talking about these quite a bit lately too. I have the Rimmel Lasting Finish. This is an all-time favorite, mentioned in a bunch of my favorites videos last year. This is just the best foundation from the drugstore. Actually, the best foundation I've ever tried. For like $6 and it's the best. If you're wanting, this is more like natural dewy. If you're wanting one that's a little more matte, This is the Sonia Kashuk Soft Focus Satin Matte Foundation. I like this foundation as well. I think it is very nice. It's more expensive, but if you're wanting a matte finish, you would really like this. So these are great. I am going to be traveling soon and definitely going to be taking this one with because it's just going to make my skin feel nice and dewy, and I just can wear it on an everyday basis because it just feels natural and just it looks like my skin. And the reason why I keep mentioning those products is because I love them. I'm trying out other foundations right now and nothing is comparing to those two that I just absolutely love, so that's why I keep mentioning them. I have been using high-end eyeshadow primers for like the longest time. That's like all I would use. Just ones that I loved and that I just found, and I don't know, I've just always used high-end eyeshadow primers. I just noticed that they work for me, and I've never like purchased a drugstore one, because drugstore doesn't even have a lot of eyeshadow primers. But I picked up the Essence I Heart Color Intensifying Eyeshadow Base. I'm pretty sure they have another one too. I love this. There's a lot of product in here, so like if I, like that is plenty. Like that's enough for like 4 eyes. When you blend it out, it's kind of a pinky tone in a way, but I really think it really works. I really think it works. I think it does a nice job of making the eyeshadows look intense. My eyelids get pretty oily, so if something is going to help them hold up and not get very oily, that's a bonus, and I really think that this does a very good job of that. And then another eyeshadow is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palette. I've just been loving this one lately as well. A lot of these are oldies but goodies, but I've just been loving it. I just need an air freshener like this. Somebody make me an air freshener of this. It's just awesome. It looks so amazing on the eyes, and I just think it just performs well. They're nice shadows, and it's just one of my go-tos. So when I travel, I usually take this one because you've got a bunch of different colors to choose from, and the only thing it doesn't have is a matte black, but I don't use matte black very often, so. Another eyeshadow is the Revlon Colorstay Cream Eyeshadow. I have it in the shade 730, which is like this kind of rose gold. I have it on my eyes today. That's the only thing I have, and I try to just kind of fluff it on the crease. So this is a very pretty eyeshadow. So that's what it looks like swatched. I don't know if you can really see. It's not the greatest finger swatch, but I love to apply it with a brush because I feel like it just gets way better intensity. This is the brush and that's the finger swatch. So as you can tell, it does create a lot more intense. So I love to use it with the brush. I've noticed that they're very cream, they're very thin and kind of not like liquidy. They're not liquidy, but they're like, it's a very thin formula compared to the Maybelline ones. And I feel like it's just gonna stay, I don't want to use the word moist because it's a disgusting word, but they're just gonna stay, they're not gonna dry out as easily, I feel like, because they just feel very creamy and not as thick in a way. So for brows, I have 2 products, the Anastasia Brow Wiz. Now the thing with this, it's a very nice brow pencil. I should really buy the angled tip. I don't know what that one's called. Brow Definer, Brow Wiz, Brow Definer. I don't know. That one probably would work better for me because I have thicker brows, and I just think that it would just work a little bit better for me to have like one of those angled tips that are a little bit thicker. But this is a very nice product. Now the thing is, I got this for the Ulta 21 Days Beauty Sale. I paid $10.50 for this. I honestly don't think I would pay anything more. It's a nice product, and don't get me wrong, like it's very good, but do we really need to be paying $20 for a brow product? Like, do we really? That's what I'm questioning. Like, I really don't think this is worth $20. I get it, it's very good, but like, I just can't believe I'm paying $20 for like this. You know what I mean? It's not really not changing my life. Even though that's not even that expensive, but still, I wouldn't pay more than $10.50 for this, even if it's a nice product. This is the Essence Make Me Brow. I have another one of this in blonde, but I got Brownie Brows 02. So there's like a blonde, a soft brown, and then a brown. I got the darkest one, and I'm really liking it. It is a little bit darker than I think it's a little too dark for my brows. Like, it makes my brows really dark. It's definitely a little darker than my other L'Oreal Brow Styles Plumper that I have, but I think this is nice. This one, definitely you feel like you can move your face a little bit more. With my L'Oreal one, I felt that it really makes your brows stay in place. This one, they still have a little bit more freedom to move. So if you want something for your brows that are just going to kind of hold them in place, but you still feel like they're not like glued to your face. Not that the L'Oreal one does make them feel that way, but the L'Oreal one definitely has a stronger hold than this does, if you get what I'm saying. So a concealer. The Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser. I really have been liking this. I've really been liking it for a light kind of concealing under the eyes. It's not going to be a really heavy duty concealer, but it does help just brighten. It's not really covering, it does cover dark circles, but like if you're wanting like an intense coverage, you're not going to get that. Like it's not really necessarily like a heavy duty coverage under the eyes. It's more of just kind of a brightener and just kind of help conceal a little bit. But I have been liking it for more natural days, which is nice. I have 2 mascaras. You guys aren't going to be surprised. The L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. Sometimes I question myself if I'm just getting into the hype of this. I really liked this the very first time I used it. Well, then after I've been using it for a while, I don't know yet. I feel like once it got some air in it, it's not as good as the first use. It really lengthened. I'm really struggling with these lashes. I don't know what is wrong with this side of my eye, but these eyelashes have just been a struggle bus for me. These lashes turn out beautiful, so this works really well. These lashes, I don't know, it's just not evening. And once I keep adding, it clumps a little bit, but like I still love it. Like I think it's a very good mascara. Definitely like everybody's hyping about it, and I know why, I understand why people are hyping about it because I think it is a very good mascara. But yeah, I'm just struggling with these eyelashes for some reason. And another one that I have is the Patrice Glamour False Lashes Mascara. That's what I'm wearing today. This one is just good for lengthening. It just makes my lashes, I put a light thin, well actually I think I have 2 coats, but I have like just a light coat on. It just makes them feel very like long, and it's just kind of, they're fluttery, and I like them. I think that it does a very good job of making my lashes just look longer and just kind of awakened. I don't know, I like it a lot. I can get into talking about mascaras a little too much, and it's like, Hope, are you in love with the mascara or do you just like it on your lashes? That's a good question. The last product is a lip product from Rimmel. I just got this a few days ago and I'm already in love. I'm wearing it right now. It is the Provocative Lips. So this reminds me of Lip Sense. If you don't know what Lip Sense is, it's like a individuals who like distribute this. I know of a few of them. And what they do is, well, what Lip Sense is you get a color and you'll like apply 1 layer on your bottom lip, 1 layer on your top, and you can't touch your lips because they'll be sticky. And you do like let it dry and then do, or whatever, and then do like 3 layers or so, 2 to 3 layers, and then you add a gloss on top. And essentially what it is it's a liquid lipstick, and it dries and it does not budge at all. And then you put like that gloss on top and it just makes it shiny and a little more moisturized. I do think it's nice. It does last a long time, but it's a liquid lipstick. It's a little drying. I like this because it's not drying like that. It is very similar. Like it's got a very thin formula. I don't know if it's like as thin as that, but it's like very thin. I mean, you can kind of tell it's very shiny, and I like it because I apply it to like, I do like 1 full coat and I kind of let it dry. If you do more than 1, it gets a little bit kind of crumbly, I've noticed. So if you do like 1 and you have to touch up a little bit, then it's good. Pretty much let it dry down until it's a little sticky or dry down. And then you have this step 2, which is the Lock and Shine. And it's just like this clear gloss. And you can see I've gotten a little bit of stain on that gloss, but it doesn't like stain it a whole lot. So it really does work. Like it's not like transferring. And it's just this clear, little bit thicker gloss that you stick on top. And it kind of sets it in and like makes it last longer or whatever. And I've noticed this lip product does not move. It lasted a few hours. I was drinking water. And on my water bottle, I think there might have been a little bit of the clear stuff from the gloss. I have a little extra lip gloss on top of this. But like the clear stuff from the gloss was just getting on it. No lip color. I mean, it lasted for hours. I reapplied a little bit. It lasted longer. I just really am obsessed with this. And I need to get more colors. Like, where have you been my whole life? Like, I think this is amazing. And I paid like $6 for it. So definitely a very good buy, and I am very excited to have that. Those were all of my products. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know I ramble for a while, but I hope it was helpful. I noticed I talk really fast in my videos, so I'm trying to just kind of like slow down a little bit. But if you enjoyed this video or this series, please thumbs it up. Let me know your favorite products down in the comments, and please subscribe to stay tuned for future videos and to stick around, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!